guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well, if you've been watching the channel, you know that I featured this pistol that you see right here, the Sig P229 Classic Carry Talo Edition, in several videos. And my quest to get this gun basically range ready continues. Now, I've got a generic holster that I've used with it that I use with other pistols. It seems to do okay, but I wanted something a little bit nicer, a little bit fancier, and look around a little bit. I thought maybe I would have some issues trying to find a holster for the pistol. Now, just so you can see, the pistol is in fact unloaded. What it is, guys, is if you're not familiar with the P229 Classic Carry, it's essentially the previous generation M11 frame or 228 frame that they've matched up with the 229 Elite slide. They've got their little crest up on the top, and love it or hate it, it's just there. I just deal with it. I really don't care. And you've got the Talo Edition grips that come along with it, and they're fairly aggressive. They allow you to get a good grip on the gun. I'm going to quit trying to use the word purchase for 2018, so get a good grasp on the gun, right? And they're fairly aggressive, and they do a great job. The pistol's an absolute joy to shoot. I was a little concerned about trying to find holsters for it. It really wasn't as big of a deal as I thought, mainly because this previous generation frame was so popular that there's just a lot of different holsters out there that you can use. Now, I'm having a little bit of trouble finding a modern Kydex holster for the 229 without a rail. They're just not really out there. So modern holsters, more of an issue. Older holsters, older designs, they're out there for me. So I went online and looked around a little bit, and I was checking Amazon and I was checking some other places. Well, I just happened to have a couple gift certificates for DE Guns in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I settled on this. This is your Blackhawk Serpa concealment holster with a matte finish. It's the number 5 size or number 5 style. Right hand draw, with or without the rail. So that was the important thing when I bought it. I had to make sure that it would be something that I could actually use, and that was kind of a concern that I had. I didn't want to buy one that would only work with the rail because it could cause some locking issues or fitting issues. And the last thing I want to do is waste money on a holster that I wouldn't be able to use anywhere else. So we're going to do a quick little unboxing just to see what comes in the box when you buy a Blackhawk holster, as well as test it out with this Classic Carry P229 just to see how well it works. So guys, hang tight. We'll go ahead and get started. And like I said before, I did pay $25.99 for this holster when I bought it online. I did have to pay a couple bucks for some shipping. Granted, with the gift cards, it was a lot cheaper. Otherwise, you can always order this from Amazon if you want to. It's essentially the same price. So let's get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and open it up and just see what you get. I do want to get a nice inside the waistband Kydex holster for it, because I would like to conceal carry this. Especially in the wintertime, it's a lot easier for me to do that. So we've got ourselves a little instruction manual in the box. Okay, we've got a standard belt loop holster. Okay, you can put your belt through it if you want to. Okay, you've also got the paddle style, which I'm not a big fan of, but they include in the package, so why not? Okay, looks like we got some mounting hardware here. These might be maybe some molly loops. I'm not exactly sure. Just kind of looking at stuff as it comes out. Okay, you've got another assorted plastic piece, which we'll figure out in just a second here. Let's see, a few more extra screws. It's always kind of nice to get those so you don't lose anything, or so it allows you to at least put it together. And what we have, I believe this is a level 2 retention, if I'm not mistaken. You've got the button that you have to push that locks into place. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and take the pistol and just see how well the pistol actually fits. If it locks into place, if we have no issues, then we can go ahead and put the holster together and just put it together and just see how it looks. Maybe see how the weight bearing feels on it and so on. So I'll go ahead and take the holster. All right, here goes nothing. All right, and it is a perfect fit. So if you happen to buy yourself a P229 Classic Carry Edition, not a big deal. Just go ahead and get yourself a Blackhawk number 5. Go ahead and check it. It's not coming out at all. I mean, it's definitely locked in place because of the button. You pull the button and you can draw. Okay, no problems there. Excellent, okay. Okay, so just a few things that I really like about this off the start. You have a lot of adjustability when it comes to a cant angle, so you can pretty much wear it however you want to on your belt. If you like more of a forward cant to reach like a natural grip and pull, you have that kind of an option. You do have a passive retention screw. You just want to make sure that that's tight when you get the gun. Okay, obviously when you put it in, you want to make sure that it locks into place. Go ahead and use some force to make sure that the pistol's not going to come out. Always very important in case somebody would try to disarm you, right? And again, yeah, just check it a couple times, make sure it locks. You should hear an audible click. And the instruction manual does a fantastic job just explaining the basics of what you need to know. So again, it's just a holster. If you're familiar with it, should not be any problems. The hard shell polymer that it's made out of feels very sturdy and feels like it can take lots and lots of abuse. I know there's guys that are not fans of, I guess you could say, a level 2 system. They're not big on that because they feel like this part could fail and it could render your weapon unable to be withdrawn, right? And that's a chance you're always going to take whenever you add any kind of mechanical devices to your holster setup. As for me, I'm okay with it because for right now, I'm primarily going to be using this as just a range gun. Not that you couldn't have an emergency pop-up at the range and you wouldn't have to draw on fire, okay? But I'm just saying that I would trust the design. The other two that I use, I've used them on numerous occasions, and I've never had any problems with them. I do intend on getting a Kydex holster. I might maybe have one custom made for this one. Again, you've got your paddle style. If that's the way that you want to go, you can always go that route too. Again, I won't be using these. These are just a little bit too bulky, but it's an option for you. You know, you can adjust your height. You can adjust your cant angle if you want to. I really do like that, though. I like that kind of flexibility, and again, the design seems fairly sturdy, and I do like what I see. Alright, so please ignore the dad bod going on here, but essentially, you know, with the proper belt, I've got a sheepdog leather concealed carry belt that I bought from sheepdogleather.com. Does a great job holding the holster up. It does work fine with the belt loops, and you can see it's a little bit further back than I would like to carry it. If I would do it again, I would just put it up in front of this belt loop, but I just wanted to show this to you so you can see what it looks like when you actually mount it. Again, you can adjust the height to rise it or to lower it if you want to, pretty much however you're comfortable carrying it. But, you know, with the proper belt on and a good holster, what's important is that you just don't even really notice that you have it, and that's the important thing, especially if you're going to be outside working or you're going to be at the range. You know, it's one of those things where you want to make sure it's going to be secure and it's going to be comfortable. That's the most important thing when you carry. So make sure you have yourself a proper belt. That's one of the most important things you can do. Okay, let's have a few final words about the holster and then we'll go on. Alright guys, so there you have it. I did go through the instruction manual, and there's a few more things they put in there for you about just basic care, how to clean it if you need to. Nothing major, nothing that your average guy couldn't figure out, your average person couldn't figure out, especially if you do any kind of shooting or you have other holsters in your collection. You do have a 1-year warranty with it, which is good. Again, in case I didn't mention before, it is made in the USA. This one was molded in 2016, or at least this rear part was. So again, it is a fairly new design. It is a good design. I think it's something that's going to work well for you. So that is it, guys. We've now got ourselves the holster so I can start carrying this comfortably at the range. So guys, if you liked what you saw, please like or subscribe. And again, you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on gunchannels.com. If you're not on there yet, you need to get over there and get yourself a membership. And I've got a Saturday morning podcast called The Caliber Corner that comes on at 8 a.m. Central Time, and you can find me over there. Otherwise, guys, I think that's about it. A lot more content coming your way, so please subscribe to the channel. And if you got any suggestions, please feel free to make them in the comment box down below. So there you go, guys. No big deal today, just a holster review, just a simple check and test to make sure it's going to work, and I think we're good. Blackhawk number 5 holster. I think you guys did a great job, so thank you very much for that. So in the meantime, guys, I want you to have fun, I want you to be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, have yourselves a wonderful week. Okay, goodbye.